Hey there, this is Clint Baker from Hill Bit of Hippie Honeybees. Thank you for coming back again. And so look who shows up. When the shade hits we get in the shady part of the yard here, right?
You know, our dad always said, "Work smarter, not harder."
Well, I guess you learned. I was the youngest one, and they kept on putting me up to all kinds of weird stuff. So anyway, now he's here. He's going to help in the shade.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, well, they go get dressed up here, and I'll start helping.
All right.
You need a good smoker, don't you?
Exactly. Yes. So the past few weeks it's been very hot. I mean, like over 100 with the heat index. And I know for you guys down south, that's probably not a big deal, but it is for us up here, especially when the humidity's been so bad. And we're kind of in a slight dearth. We're starting to come out of it a little bit, but these ladies back here get a little cranky whenever we're, of course, in a little bit of a dearth. But we're needing to get into a lot of different things and check a lot of different things this week. I'm gonna start here since David's still out on the road, and I'm going to look in the teaching yard today. One of the things we're looking for is do we have enough to be able to make a second fall or a pull before we get into the goldenrod and all that, because usually that's when we stop. So that's what we're going to start here looking at. I want to start with getting back here in this long hive. The last time we were in that, it was queenless, and we think that she was out on her mating flight, so I want to get into there. Also over here in the corner, we've got a swarm trap that we caught a swarm in. We just brought and set here on one of them really hot days just to let them get orientated. And then again, I'm going to check the rest of them and make sure that we've got enough. They have enough stores in there that we can do a pull, and then that will give us a check on whether we are going to check the rest of the yards and pull too. We also got to prep to pull or move, I should say, a entire bee yard from where we have it now. We have one located out where we call Poker River, and that yard, our friend Travis, they're selling their property, so we have to move that. So we're starting to get prepped to do that. Yes, we have 2 places that we can move it to, and we're starting to get those yards prepped or ready to go too. So over the next few weeks, we should be seeing a lot of different content and things that we're doing. Beekeeping never stops, y'all. So you get thrown a curveball, you think you're caught up, and then you get a call, hey, the bee yard is going to have to be moved. So now we've got to readjust some things and get that sucker moved. So over the next few weeks, we've got a lot that we've got to get done, and just come along for the ride. So as you can tell, we can just go around through here. These 2 that are right here, we had they were swarms that were caught, and we are actually, we have a customer or a good friend of ours, Lawrence Hobbs, who is wanting to buy a couple colonies off of us, and I think those are going to go to him in a new home. Then we got back here in the corner, we do have the check and see if that's queen right and get it moved into a new box. I'm afraid that's going to be a cutout where it's been setting so long. This one here, we want to check and make sure that it has a queen in it, that's queen right. And then all these over here, we just want to make sure that they're queen right and that they have enough stores for us to start pulling. So that's what we're going to do today. And then tomorrow, my brother will be back, and he should be able to start out the pokey yard working out there, and I'll catch up with him after I get off work. So here we go. All right, so just so that you know, it's so hot out here that my equipment stopped working, so I'm gonna have to just catch you up. So this one here, I don't know if you remember, this was the Mare split that we did in previous videos, and they have swarmed. Actually, they've just not just swarmed, they've absconded. So we've lost number 55. Thankfully, we got a lot of her offspring in our other yards. So we were able to get, I think, 4 or 5 off of her queens. So, which is good. She was going to be requeen next year or in the spring. We were having trouble finding queens this fall, but we were going to requeen her anyway. So what I think I'm going to do is this swarm over here. I'm just going to move them into there when I get done if I got time. If not, guess what? They stay right there. So again, this was the Demare split. 55, she was about 4 years old anyway. We were going to be replacing her, but now we are without her. She's moved on, and she's taken the majority of the hive with her. There is some there. As you can tell, they've been robbing it out. And so that's what happens whenever you're trying to, do some things. We do want to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly here. So we just want to show you that we did lose number 55. She absconded. Um, there was no queen cells in there. There was plenty of sign of pollen and plenty of sign of honey and stores, and even a bunch of brood that was left behind that was still hatching. But as far as they go, they're done. So just an update on the Demare. That hive is gone. We won't be using that one next year for sure. So this one was a swarm that was caught this year. James, our buddy, actually caught it and put it in there for us because we were all at work and he was able to get out there and get it. But actually, I think I was at the beach is where I was, and my brother was working. So James put it in here. When we put it back together after looking at it the last time, guess what we did? We put the queen excluder between the two brood chambers. And so I had to put everything down in the bottom two boxes, and then everything up here is ready to go. And so look who sneaks up behind me. I thought there was a bear back there. Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
So look who shows up. When the shade hits we get in the shady part of the yard here, right?
Our dad always said, "Work smarter, not harder."
Well, I guess you learned. I was the youngest one, and they kept on putting me up to all kinds of weird stuff. So anyway, now he's here. He's going to help in the shade.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, I go get dressed up here, and I'll start helping.
All right.
You need a good smoker, don't you?
Exactly. Yes. So this one is ready, if you will, to go. Everything above the queen excluder we can pull. The dark one, for those of you wanting combed honey, will be combed honey, and she's doing very well. This one here, we're not so sure if she didn't abscond or if she's just a bad queen. She's not laying real well, so we're got to think about on this one, just like we did on the other one over here. Do we want to maybe go ahead and put the swarm that we caught over here in this box with them, because there's a bunch of bees in there, and we're going to give her a few days to see what she does. And then that one right there is doing very well as well. And of course, these two are swarms we caught, and they're doing very well, as you can tell. So again, David's here, Sabrina's here, we're all here, and we are done with this particular yard for now. David is going to come out tomorrow. He's going to grab all of those empties. Every one of those hives or those boxes are empties with comb in them. Some of them had a little bit of nectar in, but what we're going to do is we're just going to set them there and let the bees rob them out. And then he's going to take them with him in the morning and start pulling out of the pokey yard. And then when I get off work, I'm going to head straight out there and help him if he's not done. Hopefully he's done. That's what I'm hoping. And maybe I'll be like a blister and show up at the end. So